Welcome to the WNBA Picks and Plays edition. My name is Abby. Wednesday, September 3rd. Well, again, we have two games to cover in the WNBA. Once again, as you know by now, on the front end, covers.com, courtesy of these lines and totals and the injury report, covers.com. On the back end, we have oddslogic.com. As you know, it's up to the minute information on over-unders, totals, line moves, and the injury report. A very resourceful tool and resourceful information to use at your fingertips. Take advantage of this all season long for college football, WNBA, NFL, which starts tomorrow, actually. And speaking of the NFL, I will have a play tomorrow for the NFL. So if you guys are into the NFL, I'll have a play tomorrow for that as well, a client play. So stay tuned for that. And as well, NBA. We have the NBA starting next month. NBA, NHL starting in the fall. So take advantage of this. Again, it's oddslogic.com. And I will have a NFL show. I'm going to do an NFL show. I'll have that up tomorrow. I'll have a video on that tomorrow for the first game. I think it's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. And then the other game is on Friday, Kansas City and San Diego, I believe. I'll have videos. I'll do a video for that, an NFL video breakdown of that game and my thoughts. I'm going to give my thoughts on that. But I'll have some plays for that if you guys are interested for the NFL. So let's get to the games here for the WNBA. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just hold on a minute. Give me a second. I'm just going to check something here. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry about that. I was checking one thing here just before I start. Just got to check something. Yep, so we're ready to go. So we'll have the first game up now. This is LA at Atlanta. So this one here opened up Atlanta 6.5. That was the opening number. Total opened up 167.5. We now see it at 7. Some books have 7.5, but the majority is at 7 right now. So Atlanta's favored by a full touchdown. That's football terms, NFL terms, football terms. So I have a client play for this game for sure. I do have one available, but I will give you a free play here. And the total now is at 169.5 right now at the majority of books. So we'll look at the injury report here. We'll take a look at that. So we'll see on the Atlanta side, Alicia Gray. This is interesting. This is an interesting one. Alicia Gray with a knee. She's got a knee injury. She is questionable to play Wednesday versus LA. This is the first time I've seen her on the injury list. If I'm not mistaken, she played every single game this season for the Atlanta Dream. So it's surprising to see her on the injury list, and she's 50-50 to play. That's a big one against LA tonight. So she might have got injured on in the game on Labor Day. They played Labor Day Monday. It was an afternoon game against Connecticut on the road. So she probably got hurt in that game, more than likely, with a knee injury. But we'll keep an eye on that. She's 50-50. So, I mean, Atlanta's already clinched. They are fighting. They have a chance, I believe, for second place or a second spot, if I'm not mistaken. So they are playing for something. But we'll see if she plays or not. We'll just keep an eye on that and see if she plays. It's 50-50 right now. Let's see. Yeah, that's the major one. Everybody else is healthy on the LA side. So we'll look at where the public and sharps are for this game. And no action on this game at all from the public or sharps for LA and Atlanta. No action on this game at all. No one's taken a side or a total for this one. It's been pretty quiet. Nothing here so far. Yeah, it's been quiet. Let's see. Let's look at these other books. It's been quiet though. Yeah, it's been quiet. Nothing there. So we'll look at the head-to-head. Now they've only played once, surprisingly, one time this season. So that was the meeting. That was the game early in the year, May 27th in LA. LA was a 2-point favorite. Atlanta covered and won 88-82 over 160 and a half. Now keep in mind in this game, they're playing twice. They play Atlanta twice. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me check something here. Let me see something. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Yeah, they play Atlanta 2 times. So they play Atlanta today, which is tonight. Then they play Atlanta on the 5th. So they play them on Friday. So they play them Wednesday and then they play them Friday. They play them twice in Atlanta, basically, back to back. Like I said, I have a client play for this one. And we'll look at the last 5 for each of these teams. LA's won 2 straight, 3 and 2 last 5 games. Atlanta, they've won 2 straight, and they have won 4 of their last 5 games. Atlanta, and they are 2 and 3 to the under. LA is 1 and 4 to the under. So both teams are playing to the under. First meeting went over. Like I said, I have a client play for this game. I'll get to that in a moment. We'll discuss that later on. But for the free play here, let's see what to give you guys. Free play here. Let's see. Let's see what we can give you guys here. Let's see. Let's see what we can give you guys. This is just going to be a lean and a recommendation, but not really a strong play of mine. I'm going to look. Boy, this free play is a little tricky. This free play is tricky. Man. I'm going to take a look at the under in this game. I like the under 169. I like the under here. The reason why is because both teams right now, they are playing to the under, 1 and 4 to the under. Atlanta's playing 2 and 3 to the under. I know Atlanta's played to 2 straight unders. I just feel like this game, this is going to be a playoff type atmosphere type game. So for me, I got to look at the under here. And another factor here that why I like the under, the total was as high as 170 at one point this earlier this morning. It was high as 170, and then it dropped from one. It was 167, and it got to 170 at one point, and now it's dropped to 169 and a half. That's another reason why I like the under. So the first reason again I like the under. Both of these teams right now are playing to the under. LA 2 and 3 to the under. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me double check. LA 1 and 4 to the under. Atlanta 2 and 3 to the under. So both teams playing to the under is one reason why I like the under. The second reason why is the total has dropped. It was at 170 at one point. It opened at 167. It went to 170. Now it's dropped to 169. And now we're seeing it go to 160. It's even from 169 and a half to now 169. So those are the two reasons why I like the under in this game. I would recommend the under. That's the recommendation play for this game, under the 169. So I would recommend that. Not a strong play, but a recommendation. I would recommend it. My strong plays on the client play. I'll get into more of that when the show's over. We'll discuss that more. But let's get to the second game. This one I have a free play. I'll give you the free play here. I already broke this one. I already broke this one down. I did this earlier. I made my write-up. But this is going to be a free play. Next one here we're going to look at, and I like this one a lot. This is Connecticut and Chicago. Connecticut and Chicago. That's the second game we're looking at. This one here, we see it open up 1.5 Chicago, total 161.5. So now, just a little bit of movement. Now it's gone to from 1.5 to 2, and we're starting to see a few books. They're starting, not all, but a few books, like about 2 or 3 books, they're going to 2.5. So we got 2.5 here. You've got it at 2.5. I can think of the reason why it could have went to 2.5. I'll get to that in a moment, of my thoughts of why it's gone up this high. I will get to that. But the total is 161.5. We've now gone to 162. And now we're starting to see 162.5s come up. But the majority is at 162. So we are going to look at the injury report here. I know Connecticut has a few injuries. And the most notable injury is Olivia Nelson Adoda. She's got a back issue. And she's questionable to play Wednesday at Chicago. The way I'm seeing it here, I don't see her playing in this game. I don't see her playing. She's out Labor Day Monday when they play the Atlanta Hawks. I'm sorry, when they played the Atlanta Dream. I keep saying the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Dream. When they played the Atlanta Dream in Connecticut, she is out. She didn't play. She's an important part for Connecticut's for Connecticut. She's a very important piece. And I can see why the number's gone up to. It's trying to get to 2.5. I'm starting to see that. But I have a play for this game, and I'm gonna tell you why this injury is not pretty significant in my opinion. I'm gonna get into that in a moment. But that's the injury report so far on the Connecticut side. The Chicago side, Courtney Vandersloot is out for the season, as you know. That is it. That's it so far for this injury report. Now we're going to look at the public and sharps for this game. Again, no action on this one. No action on this game for the public and sharp. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Nothing to report on the side or the total. It's been very quiet. Yeah, it's been very quiet. Nothing to report. But so we'll look at the last. We're going to look at the last 3 meetings in this series. We'll take a look at that. So we're going to look here. First meeting, June 15th in Connecticut. Connecticut was a 2-point favorite at home. Chicago covered and won the game outright, 78-66. However, the next 2 games, Connecticut has dominated. From last month, August 13th in Connecticut, they were 3.5-point favorites. Connecticut won and covered 71-62 at home, under 160. Third game was in Chicago, August 23rd. That was a few weeks ago. Chicago's a 3-point favorite. Connecticut beat them outright, 94-84, and it was over 157. So we'll look at the last 5 games for both of these teams. Last 5 games for Connecticut. They are 2-3 last 5 games, and are 3-1-1 to the over. That's Connecticut last 5. Chicago, meanwhile, they are 1-4 last 5 games. Chicago's last 4 straight games. Connecticut's last 2 straight games. So Chicago 1-4 last 5, and Chicago is 2-3 to the under in this game. So for my take, and I'll give this as a free play. For my take in this game, I like Connecticut in this game. I like Connecticut in this spot a lot. They have Chicago's number, and they have the personnel to contain and limit and control the 2-headed monsters in Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese for Chicago. They have the personnel to do it. That's my assessment of that. And once you have the personnel to control and contain those 2, then you're able to control the rest of the game, which Connecticut has done in the last 2 meetings. Now I know Olivia Odeda. I think we pronounced her name properly. Yeah, I know this Olivia Nelson Ododa. I know Olivia Nelson Ododa is 50-50 with a back injury. I don't think she's going to play, in my opinion. But even with that being said, even with her being out of the lineup, I still feel and believe that Connecticut is the right side. I like Connecticut in this game. I like them a lot. I still think they have Chicago's number, in my opinion. I think they do. I still like Connecticut here. Chicago, they're in a tough slide. They're in a tough situation. Remember, they're coming off a 2-game road trip, and this is their first home game off a West Coast road trip in almost a week. So they haven't played at home in almost a week, and they're coming off a 2-game West Coast road trip where they lost 2 straight games. Overall, they've lost 4 straight. And then after that, they got to go back on the road for 3 games. They got to play 3 road games again. So they're in a tough spot. It's a tough situation there. While you got Connecticut, they've lost 2 straight. But in the last game against Atlanta, they went toe-to-toe for the majority of that game until the 4th quarter where they fell apart. But they did play Atlanta tough. They're a tough cookie. They play hard, they play feisty, and they play inspiring basketball. And I like to fade. And another reason why I like Chicago, I like to fade teams coming off a road trip. I don't like to back teams laying points coming off a road trip. I don't like that. That's not my thing. That's another reason why I like Connecticut. This is a fade spot on Chicago. I like Connecticut in this spot. And I mentioned another reason why is Connecticut has Chicago's number. They have their number. They have the personnel, like I said, to contain and control Cardoso and Reese, in my opinion. They have that personnel. It has shown it. It's been proven and it's been shown the last two meetings when they played each other. So I'm backing Connecticut here. I like Connecticut. Plus it's at 2.5. I'd still take Connecticut at 2.5. I got them at 1.5. I took Connecticut this morning and they're right up at 1.5. I would still take Connecticut at 2.5 plus 2.5. I like Connecticut. I would still take them. So you guys are getting a better number than me. If you back Connecticut, you're getting a better number than me. I'd still take Connecticut. I like him straight up here. I like him here in this game. I like him a lot. I don't trust Chicago here. I don't trust Chicago here. I don't trust them. I like Connecticut in this spot. Give me the Connecticut Sun and the points. And I wouldn't even talk you off of Connecticut winning the game once again on the money line. I wouldn't talk you off of that at all. But when I did the write-up, I took Connecticut and the points. I got them at 1.5. You're getting at 2.5. So I still take Connecticut. I would still take Connecticut. I like Connecticut here. I'm still on Connecticut. So definitely take the points with Connecticut and the 2.5. Because now it's starting to get to 2.5. So shop around for the best number. If you get them it's showing 2 now, the majority of books, but some books are getting to 2.5. So definitely shop around for the best number and try and get the 2.5 if you can get it. If you can only get 2, take it at 2, but try and get the best number that you can possibly get and take Connecticut. I'm on Connecticut here. That's my take on that game. If you want the client play, that's all I have to say about this game. I have nothing else to say about the total. Nothing there. I won't touch the total at all. I'm going to leave that alone. So that's pretty much it. We've covered both of the WNBA games. We've covered both of them already. And don't forget, guys, I don't know if you're aware, but it's $5 Wednesdays. Today's $5 Wednesday. Again, I have a $5 play today in the WNBA for the first game that we discussed, LA versus Atlanta. I have a $5 play for that game, so you can still take advantage of that. Again, we went 2-0 yesterday in the WNBA for the client plays, the free client plays we gave you guys. If you took them, we swept the board 2-0 yesterday. 3-1. We're on a 3-1 run in the last 3 days. 3-1 run in the last 3 days in the WNBA. So and then 48-35 in the last 48-35 run in the WNBA in the last 30 days. So we're seeing it well on the hardwood. We got about a week left in the WNBA season until we hit the playoffs. So you want to jump on board. Again, it'll be in the description below. You can save 33% off of our 3-day pack. We have a 3-day pack going on right now. 3-day package. You can take advantage of that up until Friday at midnight. Take advantage. It's a promotional offer that we have now. 33% off on all flex passes, all access subscription pack passes at Sports Memo. It's a 3-day package to a full year of service. Use code MEMO33 at checkout. I'm going to have that in the description below, so you can take advantage of that until Friday, up until midnight Friday, this Friday. So take advantage of that. I will have that available. And take advantage of my client play I have today for $5. $5 only for this client play. SportsMemo.com, Abby Sports Picks. You can take advantage of that play today. We got a good one tonight. I have a client playing the LA Sparks versus the Atlanta Dream. It's a good one tonight. You want to get on board with that and get on board with the 3-day pass. We got that going on right now. Good time to join and to get on board. Like I said, great time of the year. Tomorrow we have 3 WNBA games tomorrow, and we're gonna start the NFL season tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video on that And we'll have a video on that tomorrow for NFL. If you're interested in the NFL, I'll do a video on that. I'll have that up tomorrow. We'll break down the Philadelphia-Dallas game. That's the NFL Thursday nighter to open up the season. And Friday, I'll have a video for the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Diego Chargers. So I'll have a video on that, and then we're going to do some NFL breakdowns for Sunday. All right, so we'll get that going. I might give a client play for the NFL because I know it's the beginning of the season. So I might give up a free play, and I might turn it into a client play, that free play. So we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Until then, for the NFL, we'll get to that. But until then, for the WNBA picks, the free plays, whether you fit or follow the free play that I gave you or the free plays that we gave you, that's up to you. Again, whatever you do, I hope you have a profitable and productive Wednesday in the sports betting world. Hope you guys take advantage of the picks, whatever you do. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 games in the WNBA to discuss. Until then, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself, and don't forget www.oddslogic.com. Don't forget about that. This is up-to-the-minute information at your fingertips, line moves, totals, injury reports. We cover all professional sports leagues, so take advantage of that. Oddslogic.com, great tool to use all season long. You can take advantage of this resourceful information at oddslogic.com. Great way to make use of that. Make use of that information. That's very valuable and useful. So again, go there. I'll have that below in the description, oddslogic.com. Until then, stay true to yourself, stay blessed, stay humble, believe in yourself. Peace, and we'll see you tomorrow.